Good morning. It is Thrive Thursday morning, and I am here for another live. How's everybody doing this morning? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jennifer Cottis, and I'm a business coach. I offer private one-on-one coaching. I have a group coaching program going on, and I've recently created a Thrive in 10 training. And this particular live today is going to be, I'm going to talk a little bit about what's in that training, and it's some of the same content. So the link is in the description. It's called How to Thrive on a 10-Hour Business Week, the Solo Mom Entrepreneur's Solution to Having No Time, okay? So grab the link, watch the training. It's an hour long, and you're going to get a ton of value in it, and it's going to allow you to deep dive into some of the things that I'm going to talk to you about today. All right. So one simple system: build your business in 30 days doing this. So you don't need a lot of strategies or tactics in place. And you might even just need one good one, right? One or two good ones, 2 to 3 maybe. But the system, what I want you to do with this is to master just one. And then when you're ready, add another layer. And then when you're ready, add another layer if it feels comfortable, okay? And if it feels like you can do it consistently and that kind of thing. So, okay, so here's what this one simple system might look like. I want you to choose one foundational way that you can consistently do to build your audience and or your list. And you can kind of combine those two things like into one, okay? So find one foundational way to build your audience. Now that could be Facebook. It could be building a private Facebook group or building your fan page, or it could be a webinar, right? That you do once a month or something to build your list. It could be a challenge that you run. It could be what else can we do? I'm blanking out here on a Thursday morning. It could be a challenge, a webinar, a free video series. Something along that lines, right? Like something. It could be, offering some kind of free experience to people. So find one way to build your audience and build your list. Okay, and again, they could be a part of the same flow. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, connect with others. So that really means connecting with them, talking on the phone, engaging in their content. Just really being visible, putting yourself in front of your audience, and getting in front of them and saying, hey, this is me. How are you? What's going on with you, like with your life or business, however it pertains to your niche, and engaging with them on a heart-centered, service-oriented level. Okay, and just to connect, just to have like that human connection and build your network and make friends and really just kind of get out there, okay? So that's number two. Number three, you can set theme days in for every week that you have. So I'm going to give you like a 30-day system, we'll say. So you can set theme days. The other thing you can do is work 3 weeks on, 1 week off. So that is the system. It's really, really that simple. So you're going to have one foundational way to build. You are going to be connecting with others. You can set theme days. So in the Thrive in 10 training, you're going to notice it's about how to thrive on a 10-hour business. So when you have a limited amount of times. And I want you to take the guesswork out of what you're doing every single day. So the theme days allows you to say, okay, on Monday, this is a admin Monday. All I do on Monday are admins, like me, which is probably not likely. But Tuesday, it could be, I'm going to go live on Facebook. And then do my social media posts. Wednesday, it can be, I'm doing it, like this is all about networking. Thursday can be a special project day. So you kind of get you get the feeling, right? So 3 weeks on, 1 week off, Monday to Friday, if that's what your schedule looks like, are theme days. Definitely take a couple days off a week, whether it's a weekend, or whether you have to do that during the week somehow, but set themes or maybe you only can work your business 3 days in a week. Then you have like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday theme day, right? So just get up in the morning, you've got a theme day, you know what you're doing, you're consistent every week, right? So every Monday you're doing this, every Tuesday you're doing another thing, every Wednesday you're doing another thing, but you are consistent for 3 weeks in a row. And then on the 4th week is when you can take that off, and you can call it either a catch-up week, you can go on vacation, you can do a special project week, and then the next month, you're starting all over again. And you're starting all over again, and you're not really, because you're being consistent and you're showing up for your audience consistently, and they know how and when to expect you. So I believe that that 4th week off is really important to help us reboot and rejuvenate, and to actually plan for that rejuvenation. So if you can look at your 30-day calendar and say, okay, week 1, 2, and 3, this is what I'm doing. And on Mondays, I'm doing this. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, these are my audience building. I'm building my audience. I'm connecting with people. And that's all you're really doing. Maybe you're doing some special project stuff. Maybe you're doing some admin stuff in there. But this is what my weeks look like. And week 3, I can take a little break and catch up. Maybe it's content creation. Maybe I need to work more on my website. Maybe I want to spend some more fun time with my family, or I just need like to chill out and relax. And then because you know that next week you're going to be doing the same thing over and over and over again. So why this is really important is to have that consistency and to give you that foundation. There's a couple reasons why this really, really works. So one reason is we tend to binge work and crash, right? And then we get behind because we've like crashed. And so then we go back and binge working, and it's like this really bad cycle, right? So if you can spread this out over your theme days, be very conscious for how you're spending that time, like your income producing activities, how you're building your audience, how you're showing up. If you can be really conscious about that, then it's a mastery a little bit, right? So you can kind of refine those small amount of hours that you have to make the most of them, right? And then we're mastering the skills of how we're using that time, how we're showing up, how we're building our audience, and how we're building our list. Then you are being consistent for you, which is a big thing, right? Because you know what you're doing. You're not going over the top, binging and then crashing. But what's really important too is that you're showing up consistently for your audience. So you're taking out their guesswork around what they can predict to expect from you, right? So if you guys know that every Thursday morning I'm showing up in Thrive Thursday mornings, then over time you're just going to say, oops, it's Thursday morning at 8:30 and there's Jen going live, right? So if you can do that for your audience as well, brilliant. Then they will appreciate your consistency and your support on that consistent level. Okay, so that's another huge one. And then the other reason is to schedule in conscious white space to allow you that time, guilt-free, on not, which you are, but not working on your business and doing those consistent income producing activities, like say day after day for 3 weeks in a row, right? So you know that vacation or that special project week or that admin week or whatever it is that you need to do that week is coming up. You can kind of, be in your yoga pants and hide behind the scenes a little bit, do what you need to do, spend more time with your family, catch up on doctor's appointments and kids and that kind of thing. So so that's my one simple system. It sounds so simple. You will not feel like you're doing enough, but I assure you, if you can sustain this over time, then you are doing enough, and you've got this foundation, habitual way of building your business that's going to be consistent, that's going to get better over time, instead of constantly switching up your strategies. Well, you do something for 30 days even, or like 2 weeks or 1 week, and then you're like, oh, that isn't working, and then you move to something else. So my challenge to you is to choose your one audience building system, to definitely connect with others, however you choose to do that. Try to find a consistent way to do that, whether it's kind of tracking who you're talking to, what groups you're going into. Maybe you're consciously spending some time commenting on other people's content. You're consciously spending a set amount of time engaging with other people, maybe going to in-person, network events. Maybe you're getting in front of other podcast audiences, YouTube audiences, that kind of thing. Okay, so make sure that you're doing that. Again, 3 weeks on, 1 week off, and then set your theme days. And that's what we've got going for you. So I hope that this kind of gave you a vision for what your month, what your 30-day might look like to build your business, and how it can be looked at simply in that time frame. And really, it's the 3 weeks. If you know what you're doing for those 3 weeks, and then take a break, and then the next 3 weeks, and try to make it consistent and build on best practices, build on what works over time, then this is really all you need to grow your business. So and I don't want to overwhelm you with like, here's your 90-day strategy, right? Like, or your 1-year strategy. And it really depends on where you are in your business. I know when I went online and relaunched my business, and it was post-baby, right? So I'm kind of building my capacity again, I want to say, getting my business back up to the level that I wanted it. And it really was about adding on the layers until I mastered the first layer, went to the next layer, and to create that foundation for myself. Do I derail and have my binge working weekends or whatever? Yeah, I do. But this always brings me back to the foundation. And if I'm doing that, then I know that I'm moving forward in my business and that people know what to expect from me. And I see the consistency. I see the growth. I see more people coming into my private Facebook group. And by the way, if you want to join that, it's tiny.cc/solo group. I created a nice little landing page, so it's simple to find. So that's for solo mom entrepreneurs. So definitely join me there. There's a nice discussion actually in there right now on the Thrive in 10 training. I did a Q&A live stream yesterday, so go and check that out. And if this kind of really simple system, if it resonates with you, then definitely grab the training. The link is in the description. You can also go to tiny.cc/thrive in 10 and catch it there. But the link is in the description. So thanks for being here with me on a Thrive Thursday morning. It almost seemed too simple, but that's the idea. So have an amazing day, and we'll catch you next time. Bye for now.